Alright, this is the only niche you need if you actually want to grow on YouTube in 2025. Now, why should you trust me? Well, my name's Ricky, and I've been running faceless YouTube channels since around 2018, so over 7 years now, since I was 13 years old. I made 6 figures from these channels when I was 15 years old, and I'm still running these channels to this day, so it's not like I, quit these channels to do this channel that you're watching right now and just, show people how I did it. I now do these channels full time, and I'm now age 20, and I plan to keep it that way. Now, if you're watching this right now, I'm gonna take a leap of faith and assume that you're a teenager that, wants to grow a YouTube channel and wants to become a YouTuber and actually do it full time and, stop getting 100 views per video. Or maybe you're someone that hasn't even started posting content yet and, you're kind of lost in life because the school system's kind of trying to force you down the university route or down the tradie route, whatever else people want you to do. But you know that there's a better way out there. You know that there's a better way to make money. There's a more freeing way to make money. And that's exactly what I've brought myself to, at age 20. Now, firstly, let me just start off by saying that you've made the right choice by clicking this video. I can 100% guarantee you with that. The lens that I put these videos down is I like to make videos for my younger self. For the version of me that was 13 to 15 years old, was pretty much just lost. I hated school and I hated the education system and I still do. And I wanted to find a way out. I wanted to find a way where I could make this thing, which is my passion, making videos, recording videos, and turn it into my full-time job. So I didn't have to go down the traditional university or tradie route. So these are videos for my 13 to 15-year-old self from, 2018 to 2020, who was also juggling sports, school, homework, studying, everything like that. So I'm not going to be wasting your time today. Today I'll be going over what I think are the best 5 niches, and I'll pretty much be ranking them in order. And I'll be giving rankings on each of these niches based on, I guess, like 4 different components of it. The first one will be upfront investment, so how much money you need to get started. The second will be the quality of the audience, aka like the earning potential, how much CPM you'll get from the video, which for those that don't know, essentially means CPM is like how much money per 1,000 views like this video will generate. It's different depending on what niche you do, like obviously finance is going to be a lot higher than gaming for example. Also how beginner friendly it is, so how easy it is to get into, as well as the competition, so basically how easy is it to compete with other people. I'll be ranking these from 1 to 5 stars, and yeah, I'll be showing you pretty much what the best one is. But before we start, right, I know you're probably scrolling down to the comments already. This is probably like the 7th video you've watched today about this topic. I need you to make me one promise, because if you don't make me this one promise, I can pretty much guarantee that none of this is going to work for you. You're going to know which niche is the best for you, but you're not ever going to take action. I need you to take your hands off the mouse right now. You're probably sitting there scrolling the comments right now. If you're listening to this right now and you can't see my face, if you're scrolling the comments right now, I need you to go back up to the top, just put this in full screen. I can promise you, if you watch this video all the way through, you'll have such a clear and concise idea on which niche is for you, because there isn't a one niche fits all. Like, some of these niches might work for you and some of them might not for other people. So I need you to give me your undivided attention for the next 10, 15, however long this video is. So yeah, let's begin with the first niche, which is gaming. It's pretty obvious and it's pretty broad. There's different, there's different types of gaming niches. I mean, there's gaming commentary, there's gaming gameplay, there's how-to videos, there's, FPS guides on how to lower your FPS. And I've been into gaming for a very long time, so I understand there are so many different types. But essentially right now, I'll give you a few examples of successful gaming, YouTubers at the top of their niche. So the first one here is Laserbeam. Laserbeam's like a personality type gaming YouTuber, so he doesn't rely on one particular game. Of course, Fortnite is his main thing. I'm pretty sure all of you would know who Laserbeam is. 22 million subscribers. He's been posting for like 6 years now, but essentially it's higher quality stuff. So he posts like once every couple of months. He puts a lot of time into his thumbnails and like a lot of time into the actual video. It's almost like a production at this point. It's like it transcends gaming. It's not just like playing a game for a couple of minutes. This guy will spend months on each video, and they're pretty much guaranteed to get millions of views. This probably isn't the way you want to go, especially if you're starting out. If you're at Laserbeam's point and you get views no matter what, and you have a team of 8 people behind you who can make these huge productions pretty much, then sure, you can go the Laserbeam route, but chances are that's not you. Like, you watching this video, you're probably 13 to 15 or 17, whatever it is. You're probably a teenager and you don't have that much experience. And there's a much better way you can go about it. So here I want to show you a channel that I found a couple of weeks ago whenever I was looking through my analytics and seeing who watches other YouTubers. This is probably a better route you can go, and this is I guess the better, more beginner friendly way you can do it. Pretty much this is a Roblox channel, and it might not really look like a Roblox channel, and that's because this person doesn't even play the game. Pretty much what what they do is they make commentary gameplay videos about Roblox YouTubers, Roblox drama, whatever else. Literally all this guy does, it's very consistent, and you know, every time you look at this guy's branding, you can see the branding is very consistent. It's always got that like black box with the, you know, provocative word over it, fake, cancer, freaky, whatever else it is. And as you can see, all this guy's outliers are getting like hundreds of thousands of views. And if you look at this guy's content, I don't want to get too deep into it because we have a lot of other stuff to go over today. It's literally just like this guy talking about a very niche Roblox topic. And so he has a very dedicated audience of people that literally only like what he likes. And then also another example that's even more popular is this guy right here, Parlo. He has nearly 500,000 subscribers. He doesn't even do Roblox gameplay videos. You might think with gaming, you know, you have to actually do, you know, a gaming video. You have to actually be good at a game. This guy literally just makes commentary videos about the latest Roblox drama, like my response to Pottimer, who's apparently like a guy who got exposed. If we go to this guy's channel analytics, he literally pulls like how many views? Okay, well the goddamn Mr. Beast view stats thing isn't loading, but essentially like you can see this guy, he pulls like hundreds of thousands of views. He's pulling millions of views a month, 2, 3, 4, 5 million, and at a CPM or RPM of like $2 to $3, we'll say, if we're being generous here, you know, that's an easy 10, 15 grand per month. And it's really not that difficult. You can spend an hour or 2 hours per video, and if you upload 8 to 10 videos a month, you know, you're spending 20 to 30 hours, which realistically isn't that much, and you're getting 10 to 15 grand. Like it's a really good way you can go about it, especially as a beginner. Now, obviously, I gotta rank this overall, so, you know, obviously, you know, you gotta take into account the Mr. Beast and Laserbeam type like videos. But for beginner friendly, I'm gonna put this at 4 stars. Essentially, there's channels like Parlo and Lemmy, which pull extremely, like, very high views, but it's really not that much effort, and it's so easy to do it. All you gotta do is go onto Twitter and find, like, the latest drama on Roblox or whatever, and it's so easy to produce these videos. The upfront investment, I'm gonna go 2 stars, and the reason for that is because with gaming, obviously, you've gotta have a really good computer if you wanna actually make gaming videos. If you wanna go the Laserbeam route, obviously, you gotta also have an editor and a production team, and also your microphone's gotta be good, especially if you're doing, you know, these commentary-esque videos, and you're talking about more, like, mainstream drama. Like, obviously, you know, people have gotta be able to listen to you. Now, the earning potential for these channels is probably on the lower side. I'm gonna give it 2 stars here, mainly because in the gaming niche, realistically, you're gonna be targeting, like, 10 to 13-year-olds, sometimes even younger, depending on the game, and Roblox is probably more on that younger side, like 10 years old. And the way YouTube CPM works is that, you know, advertisers spend money to, you know, put their ads on your videos. If you have an audience of 10-year-olds who don't really have money to spend on stuff, like, obviously advertisers aren't going to be spending much money on that, because 10-year-olds aren't a very profitable audience because they don't have money to spend on anything. Whereas finance, for example, which we'll get to a bit later, obviously advertisers are going to spend a whole lot more on finance videos because people who watch finance videos are a little bit older, they've got more money to spend. It's just basic economics, realistically. And for competition, I'm gonna have to put this at 1 star. Like, there are so many, like, gaming YouTubers, gaming commentary YouTubers. It is really hard to compete. And I guess if you go really niche like this Parlo channel you see here, it is really easy to break into, you know, an untapped market, which is this Roblox sort of commentary stuff. But realistically, if you're gonna go the actual gaming route, there is so much competition. Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, good luck if you're a beginner. Okay, so now for the second niche of this video, we're gonna be moving on to sports. Now, sports, there's different types again. There's like actual sports content. I mean, there's a channel here I can show you. There's this guy called Jesser who's got 25 million subscribers. I'm sure you guys know of him. Pretty much he does like weekly, bi-weekly, like insanely good production videos. This guy's got a creative director behind him. Essentially, these are really hard to produce, but they pull millions of views for a reason. There's so much that goes into them. He's got editors on editors. He's got thumbnail guys. Like, essentially, this is the top of the top here. But then there's a probably more beginner-friendly version. And again, it's going to be hard to rank these in terms of beginner-friendly because there's easier versions of these niches and there's also harder versions. But this is a good example of a more beginner-friendly version. So here we've got a channel with 330,000 subscribers, Hoop Reports. Literally, this is just NBA news, essentially. If we go to this guy's profile, you can see here he's pulling 5 million views a month, which, you know, have an average CPM of, I guess, $2 to $3. Maybe even more because sports do tend to get a little bit more than gaming videos, so maybe $4 to $5. You're looking at around 20 grand, we'll say. 20 grand a month. Which is really solid considering, I mean, a lot of these videos, I guess, there's not really that much complex editing. It's really just, you go onto Twitter, you find, like, for example, you know, the biggest trade in NBA history, which happened around a month ago. I'm sure you guys know of the whole Luka Doncic getting traded from the Mavericks. Like, that was a huge thing. This guy pulled 2 million views for a 14-minute commentary video about it. I don't have access to this guy's analytics, but I'm gonna go on a whim and say that's like, you know, 7-8 grand, literally just from talking about Luka Doncic. Like, it's really easy. Of course, there's more that goes into it. There's thumbnails and, you know, there's titling, like packaging, whatever else. But if you look at it from an outsider's perspective, that's a pretty good gig. So now to the rankings. For beginner friendly, I'm gonna put this at 3 stars. And the reason is that if you have good knowledge on a game, so for example, if you're really passionate about the NFL, that's a really good place to start. In my example, I'm Australian. I love Australian rules football. So if I was to do something like this, I'd probably do like an AFL channel. I mean, there's really not a lot of competition there. And you know, if you love basketball, if you love hockey, like really any sport works as long as there's a market for it, which most national sports are going to have a market for it. Like, as you can see, that this channel's like view ceiling is very, very high. It's not like there's a shortage of people like looking for basketball content. So for the upfront investment, I'm gonna put this at 4 stars. I mean, depending on what type of content you do, if you go the commentary route and, you know, you talk about the news or whatever else, it's really not that hard. You don't really need a good computer. I mean, the microphone's really the only thing you need, which is why it's not 5 stars. But yeah, bro, you can really just talk about whatever topic you want, get like clips from different NBA games or whatever. But now for the earning potential, this is where this kind of goes down the bin. I did say before that the CPM on these videos are higher, like $4 to $5. But in saying that, there is a huge like downside to these sports videos, which is going to be copyright. Obviously, look, these sports organizations, they are businesses. Like, obviously it's an entertainment business, but they are businesses. Realistically, if you're going to be playing clips from like different games, whether it be NBA especially, NFL, AFL, really any national league, it's going to be nearly impossible to avoid copyright claims. And you're going to have to be really like careful about how you do it, and that does make it really annoying. So that's why the earning potential is going to be really low, because a lot of these YouTubers, they'll literally just deal with the copyright claims and just earn no money. Like a lot of these accounts that aren't associated with the actual organization, all the money will be going to the NBA, but then these guys are just doing it for free, which, I mean, it's fine if you love the game enough, but we're trying to make money here, bro. We're trying to make it out of the hood. We're trying to make sure that we don't have to go to uni, and, you know, we actually want to make this a full-time thing, which is why sports channels, it's a little bit risky in terms of the fact that the NBA can just email you one day sending a cease and desist, and there goes your entire income. Like, it's pretty difficult. And for the competition, for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it at 2 stars. There aren't really, from what I can tell, a lot of these channels that actually like talk about NBA news, and it's for that exact reason. The earning potential can be really high, but it can also be really low, depending on if the NBA wants you to make videos. Anyways, this next niche is finance commentary. Now, this is a bit of a curveball I'm gonna throw into here, and the reason is because it's pretty much the absolute opposite in terms of the star rankings. So a great example here is How Money Works. Pretty much this is a channel where it pulls a lot of views per month. Very successful, 1.32 million views. Literally just talks about economy and finance and everything that's going on in the world right now. 4 million views a month, very, very solid. And as you can see, it says estimated 10 to 29k. Realistically, we're probably looking at about 40k, like a lot higher than that. These finance channels pull money, like so much money. So if we're gonna rank them, beginner friendly, I'm gonna have to put this at 1. This is such a hard niche to start if you're a beginner. Look, bro, if you're 13 to 15 years old, chances are you don't know anything about money. Like, realistically, and that was the exact same as me when I was 13 to 15. Even now, I wouldn't even call myself qualified to be talking about money. Obviously, I make a very good income from my channels, but like, I'm not an economy guy. I never studied like economics or whatever. So it would be very difficult for a beginner to get started with something like this, because like, realistically, again, you don't know how this stuff works. Most likely if you're watching this video. Now, upfront investment, I'm gonna have to put this at 4 star because, you know, it's finance commentary. Obviously, there's different finance channels, whether it be, you know, there's like some people buy houses in finance and like they actually show like their life journey, like of their finances or whatever. That's obviously different, but when we're talking about finance commentary, like this is literally just talking about the economy and stuff that's happening, I'm gonna have to put it at 4 star. It's really easy. A lot of these people don't even show their faces. They literally just like show B-roll footage. All they gotta do is have a decent microphone and they literally just do voiceovers. So it's very good in terms of upfront investment. And for earning potential, I think we're gonna have to give our first 5 star here. I think this is the first 5 star. Yeah, first 5 star here. And the reason for that is because the CPM on these videos is the absolute best I've ever seen. Like, bro, some of these videos can generate $10 per 1,000 views. Others I've seen generate up to $50, $100 per 1,000 views, which is absolutely ridiculous. Some of these channels are insane, bro. I don't know exactly how much this channel is making, but you know, the range could go so high. The sky's the limit with these channels, realistically. And for competition, I'm gonna have to put this at 2 star. Obviously, since the earning potential is so high, there are so many people trying to do this. And there's so many people who probably have a lot more knowledge than you that are doing it as well. People who are a lot older, like 20 to 30-year-olds, even 40-year-olds are doing channels like these. Like, I'll give you another good example. There's this guy called Mark Tilbury who has nearly 5 million subscribers, and I'm pretty sure this guy's like channel is run by his son. Like, I'm pretty sure he manages it. But essentially, this guy's like 60 years old, and he just like he's extremely rich. Like, he's a mega rich white dude. Obviously, he's gonna know a whole lot more about money than you are. So now we go to our fourth niche of this video, which is documentary commentary-esque videos. So this is an interesting one. This is like, this one's a little bit different, but pretty much these are channels, and I'll show the best example here, which is Sunny V2. This guy kind of popularized this format. Pretty much is these like very highly produced videos with insane thumbnails, and the videos are made like extremely well, like very highly edited, very highly researched. Sunny V2 is the guy that popularized this. Again, these videos get millions and millions of views. This guy gets 17 million views a month, which, like... You don't want to know how much this guy's making. These videos are a little bit shorter than some other examples, but essentially, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's making like $4 to $5 per 1,000 views, which, I mean, multiply that by 17 million. I mean, you've got a channel that's making a whole lot of money. Like, we're talking nearly 6 figures a month here. Probably 6 figures a month. Another good example is Internet Anarchist. Pretty much, like, he'll get, like, trending drama, and he'll be a little bit late to it because, again, these videos are very highly produced. But essentially, it's the same thing. This guy pulls, like, nearly 1 million views a video, which is absolutely insane. Some videos getting 4, 5, 6 million. And again, you know, 10 million views a month, it's not a bad gig. But the problem with this is that, you know, the beginner friendly, I'm gonna have to put it 2 stars. This is a very, very hard thing to get into, especially if you're just starting out. And the reason for that is that, bro, these videos are so hard to produce and they're so high quality that it's gonna be nearly impossible if you've never picked up a camera before, if you've never edited before. It's gonna be really hard to. Now, sure, if you know how to do these videos, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But realistically, it's not very beginner friendly. Like, you need to have a lot of experience. Upfront investment, I'm going to have to put it 3 stars. And the reason for that is because it's, like, again, it's not really that hard. A lot of these channels don't even show their faces. But you're probably going to need an editor if you want to do it properly. Like, if you're a guy with a bit of money, which probably isn't even you, I'm kind of talking to older, more advanced people here. You're probably going to need an editor. Like, chances are you're not going to be able to edit these yourself. But to be fair, I mean, if you can edit like this, if you can edit, like, you know, this really high quality stuff, as you can see, like, very high quality graphics here. If you can do that, if you actually think you can do that, then maybe you can bump that up to 4 stars. Maybe the upfront investment isn't that bad. Now, earning potential is a little bit different here. I'm gonna put this at 3.5. I wanted to put it 3, but I think it's a little bit higher. And the reason for that is that, as you can see with Internet Anarchist, a lot of these videos are a lot longer. Like, this video is 30 minutes here. We'll use this as an example. Pretty much this video got 500k views in 7 days, you know, 31 minutes long. I'm gonna guess that, like, this video would have earned a lot higher of a CPM than, I guess, the $3, $4, $5 that I predicted, maybe even $6 or $7 here. And that's simply because, you know, obviously the longer the video is and the longer people watch, obviously YouTube's gonna pay more. And the competition, because these videos are so hard to make, I'm gonna put this at 4 stars. Like, obviously you've got the titans of this niche, which are Internet Anarchist and Sunny V2 here. But if you can tap into the right market, there's a lot of niche, there's a lot of like really niche documentary styles that you can do. There's Roblox drama, there's Minecraft drama, like there's different types of documentaries you can do. And if you look around on YouTube, I'm sure you can get a whole lot of inspiration from it. So yeah, 4 stars for this one. I think the competition's pretty decent. And now the 5th and final niche we're going to be talking about today, of course I couldn't go without talking about it, is gameplay commentary. Now the reason I put this in this video, obviously this is the niche that I specialize in, so I mean, look, I might be a little bit biased here in saying that it's probably one of the best ones, but hey, let's just go over this one because it's very interesting. Now, 2 YouTubers that are very good in this niche, I'm going to look over this one. So Nguyen here is probably one of the best ones I've seen. Essentially, this guy's got 800k subscribers, and as you can see, he pulls like 2 million, he pulled 2 million views. It's a little bit of a low month for him. As you can see, a lot of these months he'll be pulling 4, 5, 8 million views a month, which, I mean, let's actually look at this content. As you can see, thumbnails are so easy to make. Like, bro, like, look at this sort of stuff. Like, it's literally just a screenshot, and then as you can see on the other side, just like a bit of text to complement what's going on. Literally, if we look at this video right here, it's literally just Minecraft gameplay, you know, and it's just showing a bunch of clips, reacting to stuff. And yeah, bro, 2 or 3 million views a month, like, you know, if you have like a $3, $4, $5 CPM, that's an easy, like, 10 grand a month right there. And then we'll go into my own channel, so I gotta shout myself out here, obviously. So pretty much, I do a very similar thing to Nguyen. These thumbnails are so easy to make, it's not even funny. Like, bro, and you know, you just, it's very easy, like, it's very, you know, eye-catching. This sort of stuff, like, this little white background is a very good formula at the moment. Pretty much all you need to do this gameplay commentary stuff is have a good understanding of the internet, which I'm sure you do because you probably watching this video, you know, you love to scroll on reels. Don't worry, I do as well. So you know what's going on, you know what's going on the internet, so you can talk about, you know, there's this drama that happened with Nutshell Animations a month ago. 163k, like some guys copyright striking other commentary YouTubers 200k, like the view ceiling is very high here. And you know, this channel right here is the channel that blew me up when I was 15 years old. This made me, I think at its peak it was like 20 grand a month, which at 15 is I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but it's pretty solid. And then we have my other channel here, which is Monk. So it's very similar commentary stuff. And as you can see, if you can get the right sort of formula going, if you can get the right branding in terms of, you know, being unique and having a distinct style, you can very easily pull very consistent views with videos that really take like 2 to 3 hours to make. I can pump out a glider guide video in literally less than 2 hours. Like, it's really not that hard. As you can see, some of these videos, like if we sort by most popular, can just absolutely explode. And in the case of Nguyen here, like we have this little group chat where we talk to each other. This is probably one of the biggest videos I've ever seen in the commentary niche. 5.3 million views. This video is 40 minutes long. Now, I'm not going to expose how much this made, but bro, it is unbelievable. So yeah, if we're gonna rank this beginner friendly, I'm gonna have to put this at 5 stars. It is so easy to get into. I got into this when I was like 13 years old. I've been making these videos for so long, it's not even funny. As you can see, back in the day, I used to make these Morgs videos and James Charles Dorito reactions. Like, you guys remember, I don't know how old you guys are, but you guys probably remember all these like weird niche topics, like, you know, Morgs, Eli So Cray, all that sort of stuff. It's so easy to get into. All you gotta do is find a like cringe TikToker or YouTuber, get a bunch of their clips, react to them, be yourself, or like try to be entertaining, and then just cut them up with Minecraft gameplay. As you can see, you know, I'm hovering over this, it's literally just Minecraft gameplay. I don't even show my face, and it's so easy to produce these videos. Upfront investment, I'm gonna have to put this at 4 stars, and the reason for that is because this piece of equipment right here, literally all I need. Of course, it's nice to have a good computer, but realistically, I don't even play the Minecraft game. A lot of YouTubers actually play the Minecraft parkour in the background. Anyways, if you watch this far, obviously me and you have a lot in common, so this video right here, YouTube has literally picked out specifically for you. It might be a problem that you're facing right now. Either way, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, so I'd recommend clicking it right now. Anyway, subscribe.